You ever see something on video, maybe online, something you just can't explain and it just kind of sticks with you?
Oh, absolutely. Makes you wonder, doesn't it, about what's really out there.
Exactly. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into exactly that, a collection of really startling, unexplained encounters, all caught on video. Our source material is from various submissions, real people sharing these moments.
Right, and our mission here is really to unpack these accounts. We're looking at the details, what the sources say happened, and just trying to understand what might be going on. These are videos that have left people genuinely baffled, sometimes pretty scared too. What jumps out at you as we look at these?
Okay, let's really get into it with this first one. It happened November 24th, 2023. Picture this. A school janitor working late, alone.
Okay.
But this school got this reputation, apparently there's one hallway, other custodians just won't go down at night. Students aren't allowed there after hours either. And the reason, it sounds wild, but the story is the school was built right over an old cemetery.
Wow, okay. That definitely sets the scene.
It does. And apparently there's even evidence around the school. Old photos of the cemetery on the walls, maybe even bits of old headstones worked into the building itself, like constant reminders.
That's incredibly eerie.
And the janitors, they really believe it's haunted. It's not just talk. They seem genuinely convinced.
So this one particular janitor, he'd had some weird stuff happen before, apparently. And this night, he decides, okay, I need to film this. The video starts, he's in the janitor's closet, and you can just see it on his face. He's freaked out.
Yeah, he even says something like, I don't usually record, but this is freaking me out. You can hear the strain in his voice.
So what was happening? What was he seeing?
Okay, this is where it gets really weird. There's a red balloon in the classroom. And as he moves, backs away, shifts around, the balloon follows him.
Follows him, like floating after him.
Exactly, just gliding along, tracking his movement. He even talks to it on camera, like, do your thing, you stupid balloon. I got you on camera now.
And it's just the one balloon.
That's the thing. There are other balloons in the room, totally still. Just this one red one following him. It's unnerving, almost playful, but really sinister feeling.
That is strange. The specific nature of it. One object acting so unnaturally while others are normal. It sets you on edge. But then it gets worse, right?
Yeah. Just as he's backing away, spooked by the balloon, the camera catches something else in the background.
What was it?
It's super fast, like less than a second. A dark shape, almost like a figure, seems to just run by incredibly fast, and then it's gone.
Whoa. So from a weird balloon to a fleeting apparition, that's quite an escalation.
Totally. And that was it for him. The source is he just clocked out immediately, couldn't handle it.
I don't blame him.
Right. And the only update is apparently a later video where he talks about how scared he is to work alone now. Says the whole thing just keeps playing in his head. He won't go near that area.
So we're left with, what was that? The balloon, the figure, no explanation.
None. Just the raw footage and his reaction.
It really makes you think about places you assume are safe, familiar, how quickly that can flip.
Yeah, the mundane suddenly becoming not mundane at all.
Exactly. Threatening even. It completely shifts your perception.
Okay, so that school incident, really creepy. But sometimes it's not the place, it's the object, right? Like a doll.
Oh boy. Haunted dolls. That's a whole category of unsettling.
This next one involves a babysitter. He's looking after a little 5-year-old girl. And he starts filming because she said something, well, creepy about her doll.
What did she say? Kids can say some really unintentionally spooky things.
She told him her doll, which he described as creepy looking anyway, moves. Specifically when they play hide and seek.
Okay, that's specific.
Yeah.
And definitely unsettling coming from a 5-year-old.
Right. So the babysitter, he's curious, maybe a little skeptical, decides to test it out. He plays hide and seek with the doll while he's recording.
And did it move?
Nope. Not during that game anyway.
Nope.
The doll stayed put. He actually got more startled by the family dog jumping out at him unexpectedly.
Huh. Okay, so maybe just a kid's imagination then.
That's what he probably thought. He even joked about being more scared of the dog than a haunted doll. But then, later that night, things change.
Uh-oh.
He puts the little girl to bed. Later on, he notices the dog. It's just standing there, staring intently at the doll from across the room. For minutes.
Staring. Like,
afraid. Yeah, exactly like that. Like it didn't want to get any closer. You know how animals sometimes seem to sense things?
yeah, that's a common theme in these kinds of stories. The pet reacts first. Okay, so the dog's spooked. Then what?
Then, a few hours later, the babysitter's dozing off. He hears a faint noise from the living room where the doll is. Wakes him up.
And he grabs his phone.
Yep, starts recording again. First, some other toy in the room just goes off by itself, makes a noise.
Okay, electronic toys can glitch, maybe. Batteries?
Maybe. But then, right next to that toy, the doll, it was lying face down or something. And it slowly lifts its head.
Lifts its head. Oh, come on!
Lifts its head like it's looking right at the camera. Holds that gaze for just a second, then boom, falls flat again.
No way. The video caught that.
Clearly. A definite, deliberate movement, like it was watching him.
Okay, no, that's terrifying.
That's what the babysitter thought. He'd seen enough. The source says he just bolted out of there. Total terror.
I would too. Did he ever go back? Any follow-up?
No follow-up video mentioned. But you can imagine, right? The fear was palpable just from the description of him leaving. The doll apparently came to life.
What's fascinating there is the buildup, isn't it? The kid's comment, dismissed maybe. Then the dog's reaction, harder to dismiss. Then the final, undeniable movement.
Yeah, it's like layers of confirmation.
Exactly. It kind of validates the initial creepiness, makes you think about how these things can escalate from a feeling to something physical.
Right. Okay, let's move from homes to, well, places no one calls home anymore.
No.
Abandoned locations.
Always prime territory for unsettling stories.
This one involves two friends, Kenneth and Justin. They're exploring an old abandoned paper mill in Austin, Pennsylvania.
Okay, old mill. Probably structurally unsafe, I imagine.
Definitely potential hazards. But also, local rumors say it's haunted. People claim they've seen or heard things there over the years.
Like what?
One story mentioned was someone catching something on Snapchat years ago, like something ran behind us. Just adds to the general creep factor.
Gotcha. So, are these guys ghost hunters?
Not primarily, no. Their hobby is just exploring abandoned places. They're more into the history, the decay, seeing what's left behind. The potential haunting is just background noise, maybe?
Until it's not background noise anymore.
Exactly. So they find this dark area, like a cellar or space under the main building. They go down.
Probably not the safest move, but okay.
Definitely not. While they're down there poking around, they find a bone.
A bone. Human. Animal.
Unclear. But finding any bone in a place like that is unsettling, right? But then as they're reacting to the bone, suddenly they hear a voice from the darkness deeper in the cellar.
A voice? What did it say?
Described as a disembodied voice. And it sounded apparently almost like a child responding to them.
A child in an abandoned mill cellar. That's highly disturbing.
That was their reaction too. They just freaked out, ran, scrambled out of there as fast as they could.
I bet. Did anything else happen?
No, that was it. But they were clearly shaken up. The source says they have no intention of ever going back.
And it leaves that question hanging, doesn't it? A child's voice. What on earth would a child be doing down there? It's deeply unsettling.
Totally. Okay, sticking with weird appearances, but shifting location drastically. We go from that dark mill cellar to a suburban garage in Florida.
Okay. Quite a shift.
Yeah, Gainesville, Florida. It's 7 a.m. A guy's outside his house, just having a smoke break. Family's asleep inside. He's alone.
Peaceful morning scene, sounds like.
Should be. But he glances over at the separate garage next to his house. And what he sees makes him literally drop his cigarette. He's just frozen for a second.
What did he see?
He manages to get his phone out, starts recording. And there, emerging from the darkness inside the garage, is a face.
A face, like someone looking out.
Not quite. He described it as a pale face, almost like something from sleep paralysis, he said. Just blankly staring. No expression.
Just a face, no body.
Exactly. No body, no limbs, nothing moving. Just this floating, pale head staring out from the dark.
That is pure nightmare fuel. Wow.
And he was certain it wasn't family. He made a specific point. Everyone in his family has a very dark complexion. This thing was distinctly pale.
Okay, so that rules out a simple explanation. It wasn't just one of his kids or something.
Right. That detail makes it much harder to just dismiss.
And what happened then? Did it disappear?
The source doesn't say how it ended, just that he recorded it. And to this day, he has no clue what it was.
Yeah.
He's now too scared to even look in the garage when he takes a smoke break.
I can understand that. That image. A disembodied, pale face just staring. Chills.
Yeah, it really raises questions about what these apparitions even are. Why just a face? It's bizarre.
It really is. The variety in these encounters is something else.
Okay, let's bring it back inside into people's homes again. This next video was submitted by someone named Ashley Goldwag. It involves her dog.
Ah, the animal sensitivity angle again.
Yep. Her dog starts acting really hostile, growling intensely at one specific doorway in her house. but only or especially when she's home alone.
Just one doorway. That's specific.
Very specific. And here's the kicker, the context. Ashley wrote that she once had a sleep paralysis episode.
Okay.
And during that paralysis, she vividly saw a figure, what looked like a person, standing right in that exact doorway.
Whoa, okay, that connection is chilling. The dog is reacting to the same spot where she had that terrifying vision.
Exactly. So when you watch the video, you just see the dog growling at seemingly nothing. The doorway looks empty on camera.
But knowing her experience gives it a whole different weight.
Right. She says her friends and family find the footage really unsettling because they know the backstory.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay.
It's the convergence, isn't it? The animal's reaction plus the human's terrifying personal experience, pointing to the same spot. It strongly suggests something unseen is there.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what our pets are picking up on that we just can't see or feel.
Definitely food for thought.
Oh.
Okay, what else is happening inside people's homes?
Well, this next one is different, less about apparitions, more about physics going weird. It's a birthday party, October 1st, 2021.
Okay, happy occasion.
Totally. Family, friends, singing happy birthday to a little girl, cake with candles all lit, you know the scene?
Yep, standard birthday party.
Until, poof, all the candles in the cake suddenly blow out.
Like someone blew them out.
That's the thing. You watch the video, no one near the cake moves to blow them out. The birthday girl even turns around surprised, thinking someone was behind her. Nobody's there.
Was there a draft? Open window? Air conditioning vent?
Apparently not. The source mentioned specifically, no obvious draft. It just happened. All the candles extinguished simultaneously.
Huh. That is weird. Not necessarily scary, but very strange.
Exactly. The family felt it was supernatural, like an unseen presence interacting. But for viewers, there's no clear answer. How does that happen?
Yeah, without a clear cause, like a person or a strong gust of wind, it just hangs there as an odd little mystery. Bizarre.
Okay, moving on to another family home. This one's a short clip found on Instagram, but it packs a punch.
Okay.
It shows a mom home alone with her 2 kids. And right from the start, you can hear the kids are upset, crying in the background. The person sharing it mentioned the mom had ongoing paranormal experiences since they moved in.
So there's a history of weirdness in the house. And the kids are already distressed. Not a good start.
Not at all. It's late at night. The video shows the mom cautiously stepping out of her bedroom, sort of peering into the living room.
Like she's expecting something.
Exactly. And then bang. A chair in the living room just abruptly slides across the floor on its own.
Slides. Like forcefully.
Yeah, it's a sudden, definite movement. You hear it, you see it, no one's near it.
Okay, that's undeniably physical. And loud, I bet.
Must have been. Because the mom's reaction is instant. Pure fear. She just turns and runs straight back into the bedroom.
Smart move. What happened after that?
Sure, that gone. Not much more info. Presume they just stayed locked in the room, terrified, until the dad, Henry, got home. Another one of those chilling moments caught on camera with no real explanation.
That combination is potent, though. The kid's already upset, the mom clearly on edge, and then that sudden physical event with the chair turns the home into a really scary place.
It really does. Okay, one final case. This takes us out of the home again, into the woods. Poland, this time.
Okay. Isolated setting.
Very. A guy's walking through a secluded forest, finds an abandoned house, way off the beaten path.
Another abandoned building. What's weird about this one?
Well, first off, it looks like the owners left in a massive hurry. Most of their stuff is still there. Furniture, clothes, personal belongings, even photos still out.
Like they just dropped everything and ran. Why?
The explorer's wondering the same thing. He's moving cautiously, maybe thinking someone's still around. The place feels recently vacated, but wrong.
Yeah, that's an eerie vibe.
And then, as he's exploring, things start happening. Objects moving on their own. Small shifts, maybe.
Okay, poltergeist type activity.
Seems like it. And then, the creepiest part. A music box somewhere in the house starts playing by itself.
Oh, that's classic haunted house stuff, the creepy music box.
Totally. That teeny out-of-place melody in a silent, abandoned house. And with all the photos of the former owners around, the implication is strong. They left because of this kind of stuff. The source even says they left for obvious reasons.
Yeah, you can see why they might. Did he find out where this house was?
No, the exact location is unknown. But maybe that's for the best. The footage itself tells the story. An abandoned house, deep in the woods, seemingly still active.
It definitely raises that question about places holding on to energy, doesn't it? Or maybe something still lingering there. The music box is such a perfect, unsettling touch.
It really is.
Yeah.
So looking back at all these Wow. It's such a range, isn't it? Balloons, voices, faces, dolls, chairs, music boxes.
It's incredibly diverse, from these really subtle, almost playful things to outright physical manifestations and apparitions.
And these little bits of information, these recordings, they just give us these glimpses into, well, something unexplained.
And threading through all of them is that very real human reaction, right? The fear, the confusion, the desperate need to understand what they just saw.
Yeah.
Whether you're inclined to believe it's genuinely paranormal or you're searching for that logical answer that just isn't there in the video, these accounts make you question things. They push against our neat little boxes of how the world works.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
So yeah, whether you believe or you're skeptical but baffled, these stories force that question on you. How much do we really understand about what's happening around us?
What mysteries might be hiding just outside our normal range of perception?
Exactly. Something for all of us to think about. What parts of these stories stood out most to you? It's definitely worth pondering.